Connor Rogers from NBC Sports here at the NFL Combine alongside Jonah Elliss, pass rusher out of Utah, with just an absolute mammoth season, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Listen,
Good.
You come from a football family where I can't imagine. Dad played in the NFL for 10 years, obviously coached you as well. Brothers all across the NFL. What was it like growing up in a house? Was it that competitive?
Yeah.
It just must have been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like you said, it was the most competitive household that you'll probably see, especially because, 11 siblings plus the, older brothers and then the sisters that are, sisters are sisters. They're trying. Yeah, exactly. So they're competing too. So everything we're doing is, boards are getting flipped, people are fighting, it gets pretty crazy in the house.
Control.
Yeah, but, we all know each other at the end of the day, but, it gets pretty crazy.
In a way, though, does that also prepare you, being one of, obviously, younger in the family, for every next step? I mean, whether it's going through that college process, at least it's, okay, we've been through this as a family. Yeah. Dad played in the NFL. You are going to play in the NFL. How does that help you? I
mean, it's like a huge blessing to have my dad done what he did and my brothers doing what they're doing. They made it really easy on me. I feel like out of high school, all of them are really under-recruited besides Noah. And I feel like what they did at the college level and what they started doing at the pro level got eyes on me, So then I got picked up by a bigger school. So everything they did, all the hard work they put in really helped me a lot. So it's a huge blessing.
How cool would it be to get to your rookie OTAs and you get to play with one of your brothers?
Yeah, I mean, that would be awesome. That's actually the
dream.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very grateful for whoever wants to pick me up, but if it is one of those teams, then no, that's even cooler.
7 players in the FBS this year had 12-plus sacks. This guy was one of them. I mean, I remember me and my buddy that do a draft podcast, when we turned on your tape a month or two into the season, we're like, not where did this guy come from, because we knew who you were, but the level of play. I mean, 12 sacks, every pass rush move in the toolbox. Yeah. What did you do this offseason, or was it simply your role in playing time? I mean, you're good. You've been a good player, but this year was a mammoth season that just guys weren't having in college football.
Yeah, I feel like I just put a lot of effort into perfecting my pass rush, and I'm definitely not there yet. I feel like there's still a lot of things that I need to work on and get better at. But I just put in a lot of time just trying to perfect my craft, and it helped a lot too, having my brothers and my dad, because they all know what they're doing when it comes to pass rush. So being able to pick their brains about it too also just helped me a lot. So honestly, it was just constant repetition of pass rush, and finally being able to really understand it is what really helped me.
And that was what I noticed, was the hand placement, just the ability to get off blocks, even tackles that are a lot bigger than you. And as a guy that plays stand-up and hand in the dirt edge, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you train for that, whether it's the hand placement, working in different moves like a spin move, and just perfecting all of that?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just repetition, like I said. So, for me, since I'm lighter and I'm not one of the stronger guys, it was technique was huge for me. So you could tell on film that when my technique was good, I was setting the edge. I was even getting knocked back on a lot of tackles. And then when my technique was poor is when I was getting washed. So technique was a huge thing for me. Now I was probably playing at 240 to 235. So now that I'm 250 and I feel good at 250, I feel like, I'm going to surprise a lot of people with how well I can set the edge.
I mean, that's an easy lead for me. Obviously, training for the combine, adding weight, training for things that aren't on a football field. When you get back to actually training for training camp, what do you plan on working on? You were talking about there are some things you still want to take time on.
Yeah, I feel like I said, in film you can see me not striking. I'm all the way out here and then almost bench pressing them. My pad level is not always the best. Pass rush, I get stuck sometimes because I'm overthinking. I'm getting upfield and I'm not having the impact that I want to have. Usually I have a decent second move, but I'm not winning clean on that first one. And that's something that all these little things that build up an amazing pass rusher and amazing edge defender is all just things I need to keep working on.
A guy like you, it feels like it's football at least 99% of the time. But when you get away from the field, what do you like to do?
I'm actually a pickleball master.
Master?
Nah, not actually.
How long have you been playing?
Nah, I've been playing a year, but
it's getting really popular.
Yeah, I'm not a master by any means, but I've gotten pretty decent. Definitely the best in my family, and I hope they all see this.
That means a lot.
Yeah, I hope
especially
they all see this.
The bragging rights as well.
Yeah. So me and my girlfriend actually are like undefeated in now all the time we do 2v2s. We got like the best record, so not undefeated, but you know we be whooping on Caden and Christian.
Yeah.
So
when you get into an NFL locker room, I'm sure you might find your match.
I know. I'm actually excited to play some guys.
What has this entire process been like? Because, I mean, before the year, I'm sure you were thinking, there's no guarantee I'm going to leave early and go to the draft, and then you have to make that big decision. And
yeah.
Now you're getting ready for the combine where you talk to 50 people like me asking you the same questions all the time. What has that whirlwind been like?
Yeah, I mean, it's been like interesting. Like my decision leading into it was just like kind of go out with the fires hot. You never know what the future holds, so why not like shoot your shot when you can? I mean, so
12 sacks. Like I said, 7 guys did that this year.
Yeah, so that's what I was like shooting for. Is you never know what's gonna happen. So that was kind of my thought process to it. And being here is like, it's pretty cool. Like just seeing all the things going on and meeting with all the teams and trying to remember everyone's name.
Right.
Like it's pretty crazy, but it's been a really enjoyable experience.
What do you find the teams are looking for as you meet with them here?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of them are trying to get to know you. I know like a lot of people like before I was coming in were like, hey, they're gonna have you like go up on the like drawing board and whatnot, and a few of them. They didn't have me go up there and draw anything, but they had me like go up there and talking about my film. But a lot of the teams were just talking and like trying to get to know me as a person, and what takes me off, what makes me happy, what I like to do outside of football, why I love football. It's just questions like that that were like, oh, a little interesting, but it's been cool.
Last one. Any pass rushers in the NFL? I mean, obviously, you get a lot of advice from your dad. Guys that are in the pros right now that you liked watching and maybe taking something out of their game.
Yeah, I really liked watching Reddick just because I felt like we were kind of similar in our
speed
pass
demons.
rush. Yeah, exactly.
Can play
so
really wide or
Yeah, so that's someone who I like to watch on, and just because we do a lot of like really similar things. Like I seen him push pull, and I like to push pull. Yeah. So he was like a really good help to watch and try and understand. Definitely not there yet. But I'm trying to like get there. So
Jonah Elliss, one of the top pass rushers in the draft. Thanks so much for the time and best of luck, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.